What is up, beautiful people? It's your girl Cam, and I'm back with another video. Today I wanted to do a spread in my creative journal, so let's get into it. So welcome back to my channel. My name is Cam. This is Piece of the Plans, and I am so glad that you are here. If this is your first time joining me, welcome. I hope you find something that inspires you. If you do, I hope you'll give me a like and consider hitting that subscribe button as well. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you'll be notified every time I post new content right here for you. If you're an OG, welcome back. We are going to get into my creative journal. Today, I'm going to create a spread inspired by one of my favorite YouTube channels, Amy Plans Things. I really love watching her channel. I saw her do a flip through of one of her journals, and one of her music and movie spreads really jumped out at me, and I thought I would try my hand at my version of that. So I'm going to link her channel down below because I believe in giving credit where credit is due. I'll link her channel down below, and maybe I'll put a direct link to the video that I watched where she did her flip through, so you can see if there's any ideas in there that you might like. Okay, so I want to get started. Also, there is a cricket right outside my window. I promise you, the way these crickets chirp and these birds sing right outside my window, you would think I live in the country, like with an outhouse out back. I promise you I don't, but it sounds like it. So I may end up doing a voiceover for this video. It just depends on how everything goes. But I want to get this spread done, so we're going to jump into it. You may hear voiceover Cam. I'm not sure. Okay, voiceover Cam here. So I did end up having to record my voice because the crickets were just doing their thing, honey. They were doing their thing. But I set up these front and back pages of this Dutch door set with some music notes pattern that I found on Google. And I just made it big enough on my Word document that I could turn it into like scrapbook paper. I just stretched out the pattern big enough for me to use it like scrapbook paper, and then I printed it out on sticker paper, and now I'm just tearing it up like I would normal scrapbook paper and putting it down as a border on the front, and then you'll see me do the back pages as well. I'm a big music fan, and this is kind of like rock and roll inspired. And I'm a huge Prince fan, a huge Lenny Kravitz fan. So this is just so much fun to do this spread celebrating the music that I like. So I'm putting these pages down at the front. I'm just going to trim it up here to make everything look nice and neat. And I'm going to do the same thing on the back. I remember when I was working in childcare a few years ago, when Prince passed away. I found out about it on my lunch break. I went to grab some lunch, and you know how when somebody passes away, they play a whole bunch of songs by that artist back to back to back. So I was driving to this Italian spot around the corner from my job to grab some lunch, and they kept playing all these Prince songs back to back to back. And I said, I know good and well Prince is not dead. They better not tell me that he died. And sure enough, when I pulled up in my parking spot to get out of my car to go order my food, the DJ came back on and said, you know, we want to pay tribute to Prince. He passed away. Either they said last night or early this morning or something like that. Girl, I started crying. Immediately, I started crying. I'm putting down this black and white washi tape that's matching the layout, like a film strip type of washi tape. But I think it looks good with this spread. The black and white goes together. So anyway, so I went inside the restaurant. I was crying, and the guy behind the counter was like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "Did you hear that Prince died?" And he was like, "Are you serious?" I said, "Yeah, I just heard it. I just heard that he passed away, and I don't know all the details, but it's terrible." So I don't even think I finished my lunch. I think I bought it and I took it back to my classroom, and it ended up sitting on the shelf. Anyway, I was telling my coworkers that Prince had passed. And do you know that most of the women that I was working with at the time had no idea who Prince was? Like, what? I had to say, do you know the song Purple Rain? I had to say, do you remember Purple Rain, the song Purple Rain? Oh, yeah. That's who I'm talking about. Like, and then they were like, oh, no, really? Oh, that's sad. And just kind of walked off. I was devastated. So right now I'm talking to you about how I'm going to make this shape. That's going to be kind of like, I think Amy calls it a wreath. And it's kind of like a circle-ish type of shape. And I'm going to use my stickers to create this shape. And then I'm going to cut it out using my cutting tool. But I was just so devastated and so like baffled that the average person, and maybe these were not average people, but that the ladies that I was working with at this preschool / daycare did not know who Prince was. Like, I think only a couple of them knew who Prince was. That was baffling to me. But I guess, we all don't listen to the same types of music. We all don't enjoy the same type of music. So I think this was more of a country music crowd that I was working with, and I like country music too. And I think that's the thing about me, that I have a very eclectic taste in music. I like country music. I like rock. I love R&B, love jazz, absolutely love gospel music. I don't understand only listening to one kind of music. That doesn't make sense to me. And because I grew up in the 80s, when we listened to everything, U2, Boy George, Madonna, Michael Jackson, Prince, we had a very wide variety of music that we listened to. It just doesn't make sense to me that people only listen to one genre of music. But I guess, to each his own. To each his or her very own, right? I love these rock and roll dolls so much. I cannot wait for you to see them. You're not really getting a good look at them on the screen, but like a close-up look at them, they're so bad. Like, these are some bad rock and roll girls. Yes, they have on like lavender and black denim, and they're just so bad. These are some bad girls. And I think this is a collection of two different sets of clip art. I think one is the fashion dolls themselves. And then I think the other one is like a rock and roll with dolls and the other art, the other clip art. But either way, I'll link all of it down below in case you're inspired to do something similar in your journal or your planner. So I'm putting these stickers down to create the shape that I want, and then I'm going to go in and cut this shape out with my cutting tool. So I've got the music notes up top, the bad rock and roll girl under that. Then I've got the vinyl, the journal, which I thought was so cute that there was a journal or a notebook included with the set. Then I've got some cute like combat boots, like bad rock and roll girl combat boots. And then I'm going to add some more music notes here at the bottom to round things off and close this section up. Now comes the fun part when I get to pull out my cutting tool and cut this shape out and see how this all turns out. I'm always so nervous at this part because you never really know how things are going to actually turn out. You know how you want them to look, but it's all fair in love and war when you pull that cutting tool out and get started cutting this shape. So I'm taking my time. There's really no need to rush this process because you really only get one shot at it here. I can always cover this up with a piece of paper if I mess up, but I really want to take my time and go around these shapes pretty carefully so that I don't have to do any major paper surgery. Now that I've cut around this shape, I'm going to pull the excess paper away from my little wreath shape there. And I have to be a little careful because I'm working with this spiral journal and I don't want to disturb the spiral binding. So I'm taking my time to pull that paper away from the spine, and I did end up having to use my scissors there. But if you're using a regular book bound journal, you can just do your regular cuts and it should turn out great. Oh, that looks so good. Up against that music note paper and that film strip washi. Looks really, really good. Now I'm going to lay down the mirror images on the back side of this wreath shape. To do another layer, like another smaller layer, like a layer on the inside that I would cut out. I'm nervous about that. But yeah, that's what I want to do. So I'm going to try it. I'm trying to look at the shadow of the paper underneath to see how I am doing with my layering. I'm going to try to pay attention to that and see if I can work this out. Maybe I'll do this jacket, leather jacket. And then I think I'll put this music note on the side here. Maybe some shades, sunglasses here. Maybe I'll go down just a little bit there. And okay, so we'll do the backpack and the coffee. All right, and I'm going to cut this out. Okay, and now we're going to do the reveal. Yes, I love that. Love, love, love that layering. Okay. I love it. Okay, let me do the back side. Perfecto. All right, that is looking good so far. I am enjoying it. Now let me go to the other side, which is going to be the inside layer. So I'm going to start with the headphones. I'll do the speech bubble. I think I'll have this girl. Pull her down just a little bit. I don't particularly like this straight edge that's under her, so I think I want to add some of this music note washi just right under her, just because I don't want to look at that straight edge. Do a slice of pizza and a drink. Okay, I absolutely love how that is looking. It's looking really good. I have a mess on my desk, but that's fine. The creative process is messy. Okay, now I'm gonna do the last Dutch door, and I'm going to start with this piece. I love how this is turning out so much. It's not perfect, but I am enjoying how it is coming together. I'm enjoying this process. You have to kind of try new things and experiment. So I'm going to put that there, and then I'm going to add my rock girl here. Let me add one more thing before I put her down. Let's put the microphone in. And then we'll add her over here. Probably go out even further. Looking good. Oh my goodness, we're looking so good. So great. Okay, and now I want to do, I'm so happy with this. Now let's do the outside, like this front and back page. Let's set this up. I know I want to use the cassette tape. Right here. Yeah, I think I want to use this room scene with the rock and roll posters on the wall, like a bedroom scene with the little rock and roll posters on the wall here. And I love how that layering looks. Then I want to use this record player. Yep, on this side. Stereo. Let me move it over just a little bit so it doesn't go into my washi tape. And then I want to use this little bathtub scene. I don't know why this clip art came with the bathtub, but we're gonna use it. I don't know. And then I want to add this guitar girl here. Don't ask me why she's next to the tub. I don't know. We do not know. It just came with this set, so I'm going to use it. Maybe that's part of her set for her concert. You know, who knows, right? Who knows? And where can we put our little Doberman puppy? Where can he go? He needs to go somewhere. We have to have him because he's too cute to leave him out. And everything doesn't have to make sense. I think sometimes we get caught up in like it has to make logical sense, but it doesn't. It can just be for the pure artistic, creative vibes of it all. I'm gonna add this heart here. I'm gonna add this heart right here above the Doberman. I love how this looks. What I'm gonna write here, I don't know yet. I just wanted to get these pages into my journal to celebrate my love of music. When I think rock music, I think Prince, I think Jimi Hendrix, all the musical greats, and I'm going to celebrate my love for music and my love for journaling in this section. I really, really like how this all came together. Really, really love it. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed, I hope you will take a moment and hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to click the notification bell so you'll be notified every time I post new content right here for you. I hope you are using your journals and your planners to their fullest potential. And I hope you have a great week. I hope your week is full of love, joy, and most of all, peace. I'll see you next time.